love, and light, family. I hope the sun is shining wherever you are. I hope that you're living in your greatest purpose. Let's get into your messages at this time. Okay. This is messages for Scorpio. What message do you have for Scorpio? Messages for Scorpios. Nine of Wands, Page of Wands, Five of Wands. A lot of Wands energy, creative energy. There's some good news that's coming towards you regarding perhaps something that you are creating. Seeing that there's going to be a lot of shifts for you. Nine of Wands is an energy of resilience, an energy of she has a lot of light. That's what I'm getting. You have a lot of light. Okay, that's the energy that I'm getting. I'm gonna just see what the energy is for today. Yes, today. All right, let's see what's the energy for today. All right, it's coming out fast. So the divine wants us to know. Well, restrictions. This would typically mean that you are that you feel some sort of restriction, that there's something that perhaps you want to get to, somewhere you want to get to, and you may feel as if there's something holding you back. Okay, you may feel as if there's something holding you back, Scorpios, and I'm getting that you get to know that this is it really is influencing how you think. It's influencing perhaps how you see things. With this Eight of Swords that's showing up here, this is an energy of your thinking. And the interesting thing about this card is that it's like as much as restriction is showing up, it's also showing that whatever makes you feel bound, it's loosening up. Okay, so that cord, whatever it is that you've got wrapped around you, that's making you feel like you're stuck, you're not moving as fast as you would like to, because I'm seeing that there's somewhere behind this, all these swords that you're trying to get to. And for many of you, this has to do with a home, a place of residence. It may have to do with a move. And you kind of feel tied. You feel tied because there's so much that you would like to get done, to accomplish, that it may not seem to be moving as fast as you'd like, and you kind of feel like instead of walking on earth, you're walking on water, which is taking longer. And there's another version of you, though. There's another part of you that is looking at that side. Because, Scorpios, we tend to be hard on ourselves sometimes because we have goals that we want to accomplish. And the thing about us, though, we're resilient. And this is why this Nine of Wands is showing up, because you are in it to win it. Okay? It's like you are going... Spirit is letting you know, don't go backwards in terms of your thinking, because there's something that you are very close to getting. Okay, there's something that you are very, very close to grabbing. Okay, and there's a part of you that may want to kind of bring your own, it's like your own mind, you know, may want to bring you back. And yet there's this part of you that's resilient, okay? And that part that's resilient has more power than the side that's restricted. Because the part that's resilient is showing up more. It's showing up more vibrant than the part that is restricted. Okay, so this Nine of Wands is an energy of resilience. Okay, and look at that. Seven of Wands also showing up, which is kind of like you are a fighter. Like, you're not going to give up. You know, there's something that you are fighting for. There's something that you are fighting for. Something that you just won't give up. Something that is worth fighting for. And I get this energy that some of you may feel a sense of, you know, spiritual attack. You feel that the spiritual attacks are getting stronger. Okay? And the spiritual attacks getting stronger is influencing how you think. So Spirit is letting you know to be cautious of where you go and to assure that you protect yourself before you step out your house. That's the word. Protect yourself before you step out your house, before you engage in any outside of activity. Protect yourself, because there's a very strong energy of you fighting off something that seems to be, you know, not physical, right? It starts out spiritual and it manifests itself in the physical. Spirit is also alerting you that right now, during this time of year, there is a need for you to be more protective of your energy. Be very protective of your energy, because this is a very sensitive time around this year in which the veil is very thin. So, and this, okay, this energy of restriction that may, you know, kind of like pop up in your mind space, you know, may come due to all the rituals that are taking place, all the, you know, there's a very thin veil between life and death, okay, around this time. And many of you know that, you know, this month, around this season, this is where you basically, especially being Scorpios, you connect very strongly to the unknown realm. So a lot of times when people are doing whatever they're doing spiritually, it doesn't matter if it's close to you or, you know, in your vicinity or whatever. If you step into a space where that energy is not as it should be, you can easily absorb it because you are water energy. So Spirit is letting you know, this energy that's coming up for you, which is the Seven of Wands, this is you being very protective of your energy. Okay, you're very protective of your mind space. You're very protective of this strong, powerful, you know, spiritual life that you have built for yourself. You're preserving it, you're protecting it, and rightly so. And many of you may actually feel these energies around this time showing up. Many of you actually feel this. There's like, you are more likely to sense the energies of darkness, you know, darkness meaning unknown realms, okay? Things that are being done in the background, things that are unseen spiritually, portals opening. Like you feel this, you are in tune to this, okay? And many of you, you may actually even see people in various places and spaces, especially at this time when the veil is thin. You're going to be, there's a heightened spiritual sensitivity at this time. A heightened sense of spiritual sensitivity, which means that you may go into spaces and you go near folks and you start to feel some type of way, trust it, okay? And before you even step out your home, what I'm hearing is do what you need to strengthen yourself, to strengthen that barrier, okay? This 7 of Wands also represents a spiritual barrier that you are putting up to protect yourself, to strengthen yourself from any negative influences. And there's definitely a need for that at this time is what I'm hearing, because the veil is very thin. Like around this time, October, November, there's a lot of stuff happening. And speaking of that, the King of Wands showed up in your energy yesterday. And in your reading yesterday, it was indicated that you have this ability to shapeshift and become who it is that you need to be at this time. And it's interesting that the King of Wands showed up, because in your reading yesterday, when the King of Wands showed up, there were elements of magic, elements of like energy that the King of Wands is able to deal with, that you being in a different sort of mindset would not deal with as well. And it's interesting that this is showing up right after the Strength card. So Spirit is letting you know, strengthen your resiliency, strengthen your ability to deal with things that are in the spiritual realm. And you are able to do that in the King of Wands energy, because the King of Wands is very much connected to those realms. They have access to those realms. The King of Wands does have access to those realms. The realms, and the realms that we're referring to refers to energetically right now, being that the veil is thin, being that there are various energies that are coming in and out, portals opening in and out, okay? You get to be in this very protective energy. This, the King of Wands is also, if you notice, in most decks, like the King of Wands is represented with a cat, okay? And cats, what I'm hearing, cats have this ability to go in and out of various realms easily, okay? They see what is unseen. Many of you may see sometimes cats staring into, space, and you're trying to figure out what they're looking at. It's because they see things that you don't. They're very deeply connected to unknown realms. And this is part of why the King of Wands is here, because the King of Wands is the energy that Spirit is asking you to be in, okay, at this time. Okay? You are entering your season, okay? You are entering your season, and this is what Spirit calls for you to step into, the spirit of resilience, this energy of a very protective energy with the 7 of Wands. Okay, this is a very protective energy. Spirit is asking you to protect yourself, before you leave your house, and also very importantly to set up space within your living space to make it a place of refuge, make it a safe space for yourself, because even within your home, energies can come and try to invade, and it's really important that you set up a protective barrier at this time. And the King of Wands definitely has the ability to do that. You see why? Okay, look who just popped up. This is why it's important that you set up a protective barrier. Okay, there's a lot of energies. Okay, there's a lot of energies that are surrounding you, that calls for you to protect put up this protective energy within your home space, within your, wherever you're going. You may want to carry various stones that are really good for protection, for protecting your energy. Okay, because this is what Spirit is asking you, especially during this season, when the veil is very, very thin, and energy such as this that may really switch up your energy as well. Okay, these types of energies can easily put you in this mind space. Trust and believe, because when you interact, because you're very in tune, many of you are empaths. Like, you feel things, you feel people's energy, so it's easy for those energies to transport themselves onto yours. And what you get to do is put yourself, set up a protective barrier against these energies. Really be be disciplined about your spiritual work, your spiritual practice, because that is what is important. Look at the wands coming up again. All right, make sure you are protecting yourself. Create creative energy, create the space, create the energy that is necessary in order for you to protect yourself, because you are a light and you want to continue that light shining. As it is, you are a high priestess. You'll be able to know what to do. Many of you may be like, oh, okay, well, I don't know what to do to protect myself. Well, access that high priestess energy, because you're not only the King of Wands energy, you're also a high priestess. You know what to do. You're connected spiritually. You know what to do. Okay, this is the energy that's coming up for you for Scorpio season. Scorpio season is upon us, Scorpios. All right, Scorpio season is upon us. All right, let's see what the ancestors are saying about this reading. What message do you have for the Scorpios? All right, this one came out. Live out loud. Yasigi. 31 equals 4. 4 is relating to your stability. So Spirit may be saying something about your stability at this time as well. And your stability is various things. This is your finances. This is your spiritual balance. Okay. And I would say your stability is that first and foremost. Okay. Let's see, 31. Yeah, protect your energy. Very important. Very important. There's a need to do that. Yasiki has the reputation of being a free-spirited party goddess. The Yasini are women empowered to participate in the mass dances. Express yourself. You have something to say. Share your voice and magic. There's that magic coming up. Express your you-ness. The way you express yourself won't make everyone happy. That's okay. You're not meant to. Living out loud and self-expression look differently for everyone. Goddess declaration is, I am free to express myself fully. And part of your self-expression, Scorpios, is what you do to connect spiritually. Okay, so whatever it is that you do to connect spiritually, that for many of you is a way of expressing yourself. And Spirit is really speaking loud regarding that energy of doing what you know, doing what's in your energy, doing what you know, as a Scorpion. You are connected to what is seen and unseen. And many of you sometimes get these feelings and energies when you're surrounded by people. And I'm speaking to the Scorpios that are high priests and priestesses. You know that some of those energies just ain't right. And oftentimes when you come to your place of refuge, your home, from being outside, you feel that there's a difference in your energy. Trust that. This is part of your living out loud. This is part of trusting fully who you are. Okay, Scorpions sometimes get a reputation for kind of being conspiracy theorists and not trusting yada yada. But guess what? You cannot say that a Scorpion you know, is not right, if not 99% of the time, regarding their intuition, regarding what they're feeling. Yeah, they may sound like conspiracy theorists. Yeah, they may sound like they're not trusting, and they're usually right. So trust that. That is part of you living out loud as well. All right. If this message resonates, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, love, peace, and divine light.